It is now in order to consider amendment number 54, printed in Part B of House Report 116-16. For what purpose does the gentleman from New York seek recognition?
Mr. Chair, I have an amendment at the desk.
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 54, printed in Part B of House Report number 116-16, offered by Mr. Brindisi of New York.
Pursuant to House Resolution 172, the gentleman from New York, Mr. Brindisi, and a member opposed, each will control 5 minutes. The chair now recognizes the gentleman from New York, Mr. Brindisi.
Mr. Chair, I yield myself such time as I may consume.
The gentleman is recognized.
Mr. Chair, I first want to thank the gentleman from Maryland for his work on this important topic. I also want to thank him for his willingness to work with members of this body to address our concerns.
To come to order. The gentleman may proceed.
Thank you. I also want to thank him for addressing the concerns regarding the financing of this bill. Thanks to the changes that I support and push for, we have ensured that no taxpayer dollars will go towards financing of political campaigns. It is a testament to what we can accomplish when we work together and compromise. This bill has many important provisions which will make it easier for working families to have their voices heard. My amendment would extend these wins to the people of upstate New York who have been treated unfairly for years by arbitrary restrictions in polling hours. In New York State, voters in New York City and neighboring downstate counties have 6 more hours to vote in federal primary elections compared to voters in my district. A voter in New York City can vote on their way to work when the polls open at 6 a.m. A voter in Binghamton, on the other hand, can't vote in that very same election.
Chairman, the House is not in order.
The House will be in order. Please take your conversations off the floor. Gentleman may proceed.
A voter in Binghamton, on the other hand, can't vote in that very same election until their polls open at noon. My amendment would fix this situation and institute some basic rules to prevent states from reducing polling hours for people based solely on where they live. This is an important step to ensure that all voters across the state are treated fairly. I urge adoption of my amendment, and I again thank the gentleman from Maryland for his leadership on this bill, and I urge our colleagues to pass the underlying legislation. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman reserves.